Welcome to the Manhattan Holistic Chamber of Commerce.
Hello, welcome to the Manhattan Holistic Chamber of Commerce. I'm Michelle Risa, the president of this wonderful organization. We are here to help you understand what holistic is all about. And I have with me three wonderful panelists to work with to do exactly that. So I'll start with Susan. Want to tell us who you are so everyone knows a little about you?
Sure. I'm Susan Galla. I am a womb priestess and holistic pelvic core practitioner.
Thank you. Lupe.
Hi, I'm Lupe Family. I'm a Reiki master, a life coach, and a writing wizard.
Thank you so much. Francine.
And I'm Francine Vale. I'm an angel healer. I'm also an author and a radio host.
Thank you. So let's talk about what holistic is. I think many people may know different words for what we do. Maybe they've heard of integrative, natural, holistic. They may have heard of alternative or traditional. So it's not to be confusing. We just happen to have various names to describe what we do. But basically, let me not forget the government use of CAM, C-A-M, which is about complementary and alternative medicine. So any of those terms really are talking about a whole approach to your health. And we will be sharing with you what that means. But as the word suggests, really, it's looking at all aspects of your life, regardless of what condition you may have, so that we not just address the symptoms, which many people do, many doctors do, and other people do, but we are really committed to looking to the source of your condition and really helping you heal at the deepest level. Just to give you an idea of how big an industry it is, we understand that 63% of our population uses some form of, I'll keep using the word, holistic medicine, not to confuse everybody. And us holistic practitioners use 73% of holistic approaches to health. Just to also give us an idea of the dollar amount, we understand that it's a $37 to $50 billion industry. So it's no longer your small cottage industry. And it's growing exponentially. And I say that because just on a regular basis, I hear how people who have, of course, gone the traditional, I shouldn't use the word traditional, the more known approach to an allopathic doctor, yes, and honestly have found that not to address their condition over time, and have then come to holistic practitioners to seek other options. Excuse me. So let me just talk about the Holistic Chamber for just a moment. We have monthly meetings, and we are committed both at meetings as well as many programs outside of the meetings to be offering all the practitioners to heal personally, grow professionally, and build community. And just want to give everyone, before I go further and chat with you about different things, where you can find more information about the Chamber is going to www.holisticchamberofcommerce.com/Manhattan MT. That's M as in mid, T for town, because we're Midtown. We actually meet very close to the Empire State Building. You can't get more Midtown than that. All right? So I'm going to throw some questions so we can begin our conversation. So if someone were to come to you with either stress or a headache or maybe even anxiety, right? How would you approach that with what you do? And I'm going to start with you, Francine.
The people that come to me generally are people who have been told by their doctors that there's nothing more they can do for them. So I get people basically at the end of their rope, and they usually have serious diseases, and stress is always a part of it. Stress is a big contributor to the disease in the first place. And so I approach the person in a holistic manner, mind, body, and spirit, and we work on a soul level. We work on a very deep level, heart and soul level, and we go to the source. It comes to me, we discuss it, I help them understand that there is hope for them, because there are ways that they can heal that have not been tried yet. They have not tried those ways. And so we begin to work in a way that they haven't worked yet.
Right.
And that's pretty amazing. That's an amazing opening for people.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you do very, very special work, so thank you. Thank you for that. Let's hear from Lupe. Can you share some of what you're doing with people?
Well, first of all, Michelle, thank you for organizing this and getting us wonderful people together. I feel really good in this room with the angels all around. So,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Sometimes I have worked at the end of the spectrum also, although I would say that's rare. For example, families, upon knowing that someone's body is at the end of physical reality, they're already in the hospital, for example, they will call me in and ask me to do Reiki on the process of death and dying. I mean, really, that evening or that night, they have called me in. And that's extremely gratifying, I guess I would like to say, because I've done childbirth education and postpartum yoga. So I'm there many times with other people doing the beginning of the process, you know, of coming into this dimension. And then people recognize that Reiki, which is an energy force, it's not a religion, it's using your hands basically to channel the universal energy in, can harmonize the family's issues so that the people usually can let that being go.
Wonderful. Thank you for that work. Thank you. Susan, would you like to share, please?
Sure. What I've experienced is when a woman comes to me is because she has these deep emotions that have been blocked in her body from stress, but stress for many reasons. Maybe because of fear, shame, or past experiences, tragedies that have happened to her. So when I work with a woman, I look at her, it's her emotions that are stuck, it's the energy in her throat chakra where she can't allow herself to voice her truth.
Yes.
And when she can't allow herself to voice her truth, her heart is closed. So I find also that she has lost compassion for herself. So I help her reconnect to her truth, reconnect to her heart, and then we reconnect to her power source, her first and second chakra, where a lot of the pain has been locked.
So, I mean, I'm just going to look at all three of you, right, and say, wow, yeah? Look how we're helping people.
Exactly.
Right? Look how we're helping people.
And growing together.
Yes.
Yes.
I took that risk to say what I said because, Francine, you started out with such powerful reality that I said I can't back down and not be present for this. That's what the Chamber has shown me, that people can be together that openly.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for saying that. Community is just such a critical part of what we're all doing. We were never meant to do this alone, right? And more so now than ever. we can support each other in ways we just can't support ourselves.
Right.
Right.
And
Right.
that's not only true of us, it's also true of everyone listening to this show, right? It's just much harder to go about life alone. If nothing else, we all, like a car, have blind spots. Yeah? We all have things we don't easily see about ourselves. And by having other people who are journeying with us,
Yes.
right? And have the insights and have the wisdom and the patience and the ears to hear and the heart that's open and the voice, right? We can, in fact, on a regular basis, help each other with the day-to-day inevitable challenges. It's life, right? And as I shared actually earlier, someone I shared today as they were bemoaning the challenges and the struggles of the day, my response was, that will never change. That will never change. However, the good news is how we respond to those challenges and struggles that arise. We can see them as nothing more than just yet another event. We sometimes need reminders
Definitely.
Oh,
of
yes.
that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We need each other because we get caught in our own lives and we take it very seriously. And of course it's understandable that we do, but we forget that, okay, this is really happening for no other reason than just to see, where am I in this moment, right? What a wonderful truth.
Profound.
Right? How am I showing up with this situation? Am I present? Is my heart open? Is my voice open, right? And can I begin to take responsibility for every voice? Someone we all know, whose name is Sam Leibowitz, said the other day, every word we speak makes a huge impact. Yes, huge impact. And we forget about the word abracadabra. What does abracadabra mean? Right, as we all know
Yes.
from our last meeting, it literally means I manifest exactly what I say. And we forget. And again, how wonderful to be with all of you now and on this journey so we can remind each other.
Do you
right?
want to say
Thank you.
something about the meeting that's helpful maybe for people to know?
Sure, I can speak a little bit about the meeting. And we do have monthly opportunities. And if you go to that URL, I can say it again, it's www.theholisticchamberofcommerce.com/ManhattanMT. And that will enable you to come see us in action,
Have fun.
Yes.
have fun,
Get the
meet-
door prize.
Get the
I had that special
get the spa
opportunity.
package. Exactly. We we offer a spa package every month, so we can all enjoy. We have a resource exchange where people simply get up and share what they need. I need a space in Midtown. I'm looking for a space out in Queens, whatever, and we can help each other obtain what we need because we're a community and we're new. I mean, we're just getting our roots down and our blossoms up, but already we're over
watering.
50 strong, and we're a viable force. So in each meeting, our three-prong approach is to heal personally, grow professionally, and build community. We're not about networking, which means I walk in and just keep saying, what do you do? What do you do?
No, she has great questions.
Right? We
Oh,
offer
those questions.
different questions, so you can say, hey, if you were dreaming about building a house, would you choose the water or the mountains? A simple question, but can really tell you a lot about who you are in the response. So it's also, right, it's just in building trust and knowing each other, we will in fact be able to then share, right, and help more people. Which actually, I'll go to that question. What do you think the benefits are to why you joined, and what are the benefits to your clients? And before you answer, we're going to actually take just a moment to listen to someone else who was at our meeting so we can hear about their experience.
Hi, I'm Selena Maitreya. I've been a member since it started. I was one of the founding members here. I love this organization because of the people. Amazing, amazing people. And And my favorite part is the give and take. We get up and ask for what we need, and there are at least 1 to 3 to 5 people that respond and have exactly what we're looking for.
Wasn't that wonderful, right? It's just wonderfully gratifying, you know, when I hear the feedback, you know, of people enjoying the meeting so much. So now that we've heard from her, I'd like to open it to all of you, and I'll start with you, Susan. What are the benefits to you as well as your clients?
I think one of the biggest benefits is the experience and the collaboration in that room. Not only the experience and the collaboration, but we get to meet so many different types of healers and practitioners that oftentimes in our own private practice, we need referrals. And how beautiful is it that we have all those referrals right there in front of us?
Right.
So thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Lupe.
The clients definitely get a person that is more supported. That's me. Because when I meet people who are in this way of thinking, especially in New York City with all the buildings that sometimes block certain energies like this, I feel more grounded myself when I walk out of there. Plus, I would like to compliment that the food is always spectacular.
Well, we are holistic after all.
Exactly. I mean, really, that's important because to eat well while you're talking with others and listening, and I do like the game atmosphere also. What I mean by that is it's lighthearted because I'm dealing with people that have deeper issues than, let's say, I thought I would have when I was like a little 3-year-old and thought, well, what am I going to do when I grow up? I want to also mention one reason why I joined was because a woman of color said to me, there are people of color in this group. And for me, that was very important so that I could tell clients who will say, well, can I say racism out loud in there? Is it going to be okay? Yes, it is. And this is a part of what, especially in the writing work that I do with people where they release trauma or build vision through writing and creating vision boards, etc. It's important not to block that out and keep that quiet. So I really appreciate that. I've talked with Michelle, by the way, privately about certain things, and it was a very gratifying experience. So thank you for that, Michelle.
You're welcome. And let me encourage you to please bring more people of color.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We'll ask the angels
Right?
to help
And
with that.
I'll say it's not dissimilar from when I showed up to my very first summer solstice with Yogi Bhajan, who I studied with, the master of Kundalini Yoga, and looked around the room, this large area, and saw all white faces. And when I met with him personally, I said, "Where are the people of color?" And he looked at me and he said, "Bring them,
Good, good. Yes.
bring them." So I say that.
I hope you hear more
To
about
you.
Yogi Bhajan. I studied with him as well.
Okay, I will. Francine, what
Well,
is
for
what
me,
is your reason and benefit
mean,
to your clients?
I've been around doing my work for a very long time. And in the beginning, it was you really needed courage to talk about it because I was in business. And so the people that I met were business people. And yet I plunged right in and I discovered that a lot of people wanted to hear about this. But when you are a member of the Holistic Chamber, you are now surrounded with people who understand the work. And so there is no need to explain, except we might exchange the finer points of what we're doing to enjoy hearing about it, knowing about it. So I find that being part of the community is just a wonderful feeling. It's a warm, friendly, good feeling to have. And I can appreciate it because of all the years that I was really a lot of my work on my own.
Yes.
So, yes.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and being a part of us. And we all contribute to the energy that's there, literally, right?
Yes.
And with every next moment, you know, we then change it yet again, as we are in this space, right? So why don't we pause one more time to hear another testimonial, yes?
Good
From
idea.
someone who is there and wants to share their experience. So let's take a watch.
Hi, my name is Dr. Sherry Green. I'm a holistic podiatrist here in Manhattan. I've been a part of Holistic Chamber of Commerce for the past 5 months. It's a wonderful, wonderful group of people. It's great to come together with spiritually minded people that are just trying to do good things in the world together. My favorite thing about the group is the experience that you have when you come here, and the meditations we do together, and the intentions that we set, and the connections that we make. It's a great, great group of people, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Ah, right? Just, it's just exciting yeah. It's just so gratifying to hear that people are finding the value and the warmth that we're describing. So I'm going to go to another question. So if you were to tell or suggest one action that people listening can take towards their health, okay, what might that be? And my suggestion, my one action would be take a whole assessment of all aspects of your life and start there. And since I've started on the ends, let me start in the middle.
Oh,
Lupe.
great, yay.
Of course, everyone gets a chance. What would that be for that one action?
One action is first to breathe, because many people are using oxygen in such a funny way, and that place is not often in the belly. It's so much in the chest. Even when I'm doing writing and Reiki with people, I'll still start with the breath and ask people to please tune back in to the body, because people are so much in their head. And even the breath will help with the heart, because the heart is, I'm talking about the physical heart. The physical heart is going to function, but it gets so much support from oxygen, and that's why we need to start with the breath. And I myself, I've had cancer, and now I do not have cancer. And one of the big ways that I dealt with the fear around having that dis-ease, out of ease with self, was to really get into the breath and do a lot of breath work and then branch out. You know, I, of course, had Reiki myself, but I just would like to say that if you're breathing now and you don't know where the breath is, just try to find it on your body and put your hand there and start to drop that breath down into the belly. That's what I'd say.
Okay. And I'm going to ask all of us right now to take a deep breath. And please, now exhale. Thank you so much, Lupe. Francine.
The first thing that I help people understand is relaxation, and it does begin with the breath. There's no question. And there's something that happens when I'm having my dialogue with my client that they report they're starting to relax. So sometimes a person needs someone that they can just sit and talk to. And someone who's not just listening, but listening with their heart. And I very often suggest to people, there are many, many things that people can do to help relax. Each one usually has something specific that's going to work better for them than maybe something else. So I try to discern what it is that that person needs to help them relax. There's one exercise that we can all try, and that is looking in the mirror into your eyes, deeply, deeply into your eyes. And as you look deeply into your eyes, what you see starts to shift, and you will start to see what we could call your soul, and you'll start to see deep into yourself, your heart and soul. You might start to feel some tears, because it's a very emotional thing to get to know yourself on a heart and soul level. And there you see the beauty of who you are when you do that. And if you do that as often as you can, every day, every other day, you can then begin to relax that way.
Thank you, thank you. Susan.
I always ask, listen to the whispers of your body. It's always telling you something.
Susan, go ahead, please.
Oh,
Thank you.
yes, to listen to the whispers of your body, quiet yourself and focus inwards, not outwards. And connect back to your heart space and your sacral center, because that energy flows from the throat back down from the diaphragm and the heart into the first and second chakra. The first and second chakra is your foundation. It's your femininity. It's the center of abundance, birth, passion, creation. So when we hold that energy tight and we're not listening to what we need to release, we will remain trapped in this physical body. So I always say, listen to those whispers and allow yourself to create openness, to bloom, blossom like a flower, so you could feel your essence, your full radiant energy flow outwards into the world.
Oh, wow.
I hope
Beautiful.
everyone is experiencing, right, what we are here.
Yay.
Right, how special, right, we've just offered everyone, ourselves included. So we've come to know each other this intimately, and I hope everyone has enjoyed that. So we're coming to the end of our time together. I want to thank you so
Namaste.
very, very much
Thank you.
for not only coming to this show, but being in my life and taking this journey with me. And I want to thank everyone. Likewise, come and join us, experience us firsthand. There's nothing like your own experience. Nothing we can say can replace that. So come to the Manhattan Holistic Chamber of Commerce and experience this type of soul and heart and essence and community.
If you're ready to create a financially sustainable and rewarding practice while increasing satisfaction for both you and your clients, come to our next meeting and experience it firsthand. For details, go to holisticchamberofcommerce.com/ManhattanMT.